What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tone, one half of the best black movie review podcast in the world. Craig. This episode of the Blackbusters podcast is brought to you by Amazon Prime. Prime is more than just free shipping. Prime brings you closer to the things you care about today through shopping, streaming, and savings. For example, did you know that you can listen to your favorite podcasts, like ours, through Amazon Music? Yup. You can also watch your favorite movies, like the ones we review on Blackbusters on Amazon Prime Video. Yup. But it doesn't stop there. You can use Prime to get more out of your interests. From purchasing behind-the-scenes books about your favorite movies to listening to soundtracks of your favorite films. Yup, and yup. Whatever you're into, or just getting into, Prime can help you get closer to it. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to sign up. From movies and music to passions and podcasts, it's on Prime.
At State Farm, we're committed to uplifting Black futures. In collaboration with organizations like 100 Black Men and National Urban League, State Farm provides high school students with the opportunity to learn and apply best practice strategies for saving and investing, all while offering academic support, life skills, and exposure to college access programs to prepare these students for life after high school. Check out 100blackmen.org and nul.org to donate and learn more. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You are now tuned into the Carefree Black Girl podcast, where we discuss everything carefree black and girl.
So, y'all, before we get into the conversation, the good stuff, make sure y'all take a second and subscribe. That's the most important thing that we need.
Subscribe to us if you are using iTunes on the podcast. Wherever you are listening to the Carefree Black Girl podcast, make sure to subscribe. Hashtag, you can even Google it, Carefree Black Girl podcast. Definitely follow us on Instagram, Carefree Black Girl _Inc. and CFBG Pod on Twitter.
Yes, if you have any questions for us, any ideas, if you want to hear us talk about anything, email us, carefreeblackgirlpodcast@gmail.com.
All right, now let's get back into the conversation.
Let's do this, baby.
Hey, ladies.
What's good?
Wait, we do have a guest on the show, Cylla.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great.
Awesome.
Where are you from? Tell us.
Well, I was born in Queens, but I grew up in Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I moved back a couple years ago.
Okay. It's funny because I've been to Florida I was out there for 2 years, but I never claimed that I live out there. I just be like, oh yeah, I visited a couple times.
I definitely claim it.
You claim in Georgia?
I showed it.
I claim Florida and New York, and my mother's from Florida. But I was always sent there for my whole summers, as a child. So,
all right. But hold on, because I'm so sad that I missed A3C. It was a long story, guys. Don't feel like really getting into it right now. But you guys looked amazing. Shout out to everyone that was holding down the last episode: Janae, Rez,
me, Daj, and Quanna.
And it was just lit. But I was in Amsterdam, and American lifestyle trash.
Yes, tell us about the trip.
So, well, for one, I'm going to say the cons that I didn't like real quick. I don't like that they don't use washcloths. That's just not how. I don't know.
What do they use?
I don't know what they use. They gave us, in the hair salon, those, small hair towels. The ones that you, wipe your hands with, dry your hands with. That's what they gave to wash our bodies. Just imagine a big-ass towel, in your, it was just a lot. It was inconvenience. The water was really funny out there. I only drunk, the sparkling water the whole time. And, what else I didn't like? That was about it. But I noticed, there's crazy people in every country. Just like we have the crazies on the train out here, they have the crazies out there. They're just speaking another language, but it's cool. Bike life is real. Bike lives they have the right of way. The streets are all cobblestone and really tiny. Europeans don't use more than what they need. The white people aren't irritating because they belong out there. And the food is okay. It tastes better when high. It was just lit, y'all. And I came back on some every day out there, I woke up and I was excited to start the day. The weed was amazing. for the first 3 days, it felt like one big day. And people was giving us these horror stories like, oh, don't eat the edibles. Don't eat the edibles. Don't buy no weed off the street. Like, well, one, we won't. That's like apparent. Like, if I'm not going to buy something where I can get it in the store, it's probably safer. But the edibles were amazing. Like, you didn't lose 12 hours. People share lighters out there. Like, they give, like, complimentary papers to roll in, ashtrays on the table. Like, it was mad fun. We did, we went to the Anne Frank Museum, and I love that book, love that movie. So it was cool actually being able to see and feel. Like, it's a real emotional experience. We did the Heineken tour. The beer tastes better out there. What else? The cheese. Now, like I said, we were so high, and I don't know. No, it was. This cheese tastes amazing. Like, we bought mad cheese and brought it home. I had it the other day sober, and I'm like, this is trash. Like, what? And I brought this cheese home as gifts for people. So I'm like, I brought home cheese for my stepmom, and she's like, oh, it's cheesy. I'm like, oh yeah, I was high. So that was fun. I do encourage people to travel. Like, it did make me like see just a different. I've never been to Europe, so it was very exciting for that, and I felt like an adult. Like, this was my first adult
goals.
Trip. Like, yeah, setting goals, because I feel like, Cancun and like beaches, those are like turn up spots. But it was fall. We had to really plan for this trip, and it was only 3 of us, and we had to be safe. And it was just we did it, and that's my mood for the rest of the year. Anything you want to do it. Like,
exactly,
because that's literally how this trip came about.
When it comes to traveling, I hate wanting to go to a place and not having people to do it with, or like having friends who you be like, I want to go to Cuba or whatever, and they be like, I'll go, and then you be like, all right, let's get our ticket, and they be like, I can't, girl, I can't, and then we in New York the whole time.
Exactly. Right. I like one, we overdressed. I did not bring no comfortable shoes. I was so mad about
y'all was playing. You could tell when somebody on vacation, like every day.
Right. Because the streets are all cobblestone. So like, I didn't like. I had like one pair of sneakers that I brought like with me, but I wore those in the airport. They didn't go with nothing I was wearing, so I could not put those on. So I feel like out there taught me to be an adult, and I could do club scenes in New York because I was pumping through for like 12-hour days out there, like on cobblestone. Like, I mean, but I was also high out of my mind. So that could have had a lot to do with it too. Like, let me see. It was one like fight out there, but it was in another language, so I couldn't really understand what was going on. But anyways,
welcome back. We missed you.
Yes, it's definitely Halloween. Exciting time in the city, but I get a little nervous. Like, I don't know.
Why?
Because costumes, I like the cute costumes. I'm here for the cute Halloween. The scary Halloween, I'm good on. All these scary movies.
Yeah, I don't
all
do.
These creepy people.
I don't do scary movies. No.
I actually love scary movies.
Because that shit has a...
Yes.
Like, why?
Because they're scary.
I just feel like that shit has a possibility of being real, and I'm good. Like, them paranormal activity movies, I can't. I'd rather it be like a real killer, like Jason or Freddy.
Yo, I always say, have y'all noticed how like the scary movies in the past few years are all like with paranormal activities and exorcists? I'm like, could we go back to the old days where it was like real people?
Like killers? Annabelle is like a real doll. Even though I call my ex that's mad.
Yo,
funny.
the last scary movie I watched was The Conjuring.
I'm not watching that.
No.
But I watched Annabelle, like, which is like part of, I guess, that series. And she, like, that's a real doll in this world. I'm good. But
wait, what?
What are y'all gonna be?
What are y'all gonna dress up? I wanted to do the Little Kim. Like, me and my friends wanted to do the Little Kim Crush on You. So it was like I was gonna be red, different colors. But I think we're just gonna be bunnies.
I want to be a pimp.
A pimp?
Yep.
But that's you every.
No, that's what. No.
So
that's what I'm not. So that's why I would like to be that on Halloween. Get out of here. I was thinking I could just do like a cape dress or like a tuxedo blazer dress. Get me a little cane, bling it out.
I'm confused.
A
what
pimp hat.
Where's that?
A pimp hat.
Oh,
a
the
pimp.
pimps like in the South.
Yeah, like what were you imagining?
The pimps up here.
No, I'm imagining
gold
I'm imagining like a blazer with a cane, like old school, a hat, and then I would have to have the candy
Gosh.
curls
Do you?
and a candy curl. Well,
I mean,
I think that's so cool. And I would have to
cute,
do
but-
the I would have me a little pimp
The
walk.
Snoop Dogg kind of vibes.
Exactly. Either that or a geisha. I've always wanted to be a geisha, but I don't want to be like, I want to look very authentic. I don't want to look like a cheesy
Right.
costume.
You don't want just like
geisha.
the silky
Yeah.
dress.
Or my last one is a gypsy. So we'll see.
Okay.
What about you?
Yeah. This Halloween or just in general?
This Halloween, what do we want to
This
be?
Halloween. Well, I'm gonna be Pebbles.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tone, one half of the best black movie review podcast in the world. Craig. This episode of the Blackbusters podcast is brought to you by Amazon Prime. Prime is more than just free shipping. Prime brings you closer to the things you care about today through shopping, streaming, and savings. For example, did you know that you can listen to your favorite podcasts, like ours, through Amazon Music? Yup. You can also watch your favorite movies, like the ones we review on Blackbusters on Amazon Prime Video. Yup. But it doesn't stop there. You can use Prime to get more out of your interests. From purchasing behind-the-scenes books about your favorite movies to listening to soundtracks of your favorite films. Yup, and yup. Whatever you're into, or just getting into, Prime can help you get closer to it. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to sign up. From movies and music to passions and podcasts, it's on Prime.
Halloween. But if I had time, I would have dressed up either as Rihanna, or I wanted to do the Clovers,
Okay.
or like Black Mean Girls, okay, or something along those lines.
Okay.
Yeah.
Black Mean Girls. I really would love, like, is there a Black Mean Girls? Like, movie-wise?
I don't think so. Is there?
Like, I mean, we know we have a
Nah.
Black Sex in the City, which is Girlfriends.
But
But I would love to see a Black Mean Girls.
That
I
would be
love.
entertaining.
Give me my pink, and I want my pink shirt. That's really my thing. I think that's one of like the most, like the movies with the most quotables. Like,
Oh yes,
You
It's one
Can't
of the
Sit With
top.
Us was everybody's
You Can't
vibe
Sit With
in
Us.
high school.
She
Like,
doesn't even go here.
Y'all know who I've always wanted to be for Halloween?
Who?
The Supremes. I always want to be Diana Ross.
That's
oh,
nice.
that would
But
be
I
super
need
pretty.
you need the girls. Like you
Yeah.
need the girls.
I was Beyonce when I was a kid.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, like that was. I don't know how I made it. Like I just had my hair mad puffy. I was like 10, but I remember my mother was like, "What do you want to be?" And I was like, "I want to be Beyonce." And this was like I had my hair puffy. I had this little jean mini skirt on. It had nothing to do with Beyonce, but in my head, I was like, "I'm Beyonce." This little like blazer. I look like a hot mess, but I thought I was Beyonce, and that's how you know what. Beyonce been impacting my life since forever.
Since day one.
Since forever.
Seasons, you in a hot relationship, and you really don't know what to think of it. But I think you need to take a risk, cause a girl like you needs a man like me. I know people in high places, that's the only reason I've been up on hiatus. Skyscraping, big city living, so trust me, I rock stages outrageous. I know he can't offer much, and these little niggas like to talk.
Cardi B is winning in life right
Yes,
now.
and I'm
She
happy
is.
for her.
I'm not gonna
Congratulations,
front.
girl.
I'm excited for
I
her.
really want to know what Remy Ma thinks. Like Cardi B really came and took like the Bronx and Black Love. Like gotta be quicker than that. Like, cause remember Remy Ma had Pat Pussy. They was
Yeah,
pumping that
damn.
Black Love, and now Cardi and Offset.
Okay.
And that's new Black Love glow. Everybody's like, goals. Like,
Well, hopefully, I think that Remy is strong-minded enough to
I
like
know,
just
I
be
don't-
secure in herself and
Oh, do you think she's
her
mad?
life.
I don't think she's never gonna show she's mad because like
She get a lot of
She's
shade
really-
nowadays.
Really? Okay.
I don't know. Like I still feel like it's chance. It's still hope for her.
Of course.
It's still hope for Remy. I just think that she just gotta understand that. Like I think once competition kind of gets removed and like she kind of patched things up in Nicki. I don't know if they ever will do that, but I think that would be better because it's like they both was kind of like Nicki and Remy. I feel like was kind of figuring out what Cardi was gonna do, and Cardi clearly
She did it.
Right.
And it's, yeah, but anyways, back to her looks, like Cardi's looks. Because she been slaying.
She has. I love her stage presence. And then did y'all hear the last song they just put out, Motorsport?
Right.
I did.
But
I heard that.
I like her stage presence, but I also feel like it's a little too latexy. Like, I like her, like, on the regular, like, not on the regular, on red carpet looks when she's, like, dramatic. Like, when she had that white dress, she did, like her kind of, like, over-the-top dramatic looks. I like.
See, I like the stage presence because I think it goes with
her vibe.
Yeah, with her vibe. And I think that it is just what I'm saying, like a presence. It has created an aesthetic for her where, like how Beyonce, we always know she's going to have, like, the bodysuits and...
Right. But also, Nicki
leotards.
Minaj always kind of have, like, the like, latex kind of look.
They do, but Cardi looks good
Nah, she do.
in
She
it.
definitely
That's all that matters.
this has been the year for Black excellence, especially with women. Like, Cardi B.
Okay.
Like,
I love
what?
Cardi. I love her.
I'm so mad. All right, because y'all know that she just got engaged. And men really been tight that she used to be a stripper. Like, so? Like, what does that mean? They get mad when you, like, when she really kind of really flipped the script on the world. Because, like, quickly, it's like, yo, she's really smart.
Yeah.
I don't know
She
if they
did
moving
that.
a little too fast, though, with the marriage.
Definitely.
But she got the ring. And that ring is
does.
beautiful.
The ring is beautiful.
See, this is what I'm talking about. That's the thought that counts. Like, remember we was just having this conversation where I just feel like I'm the girl. I'm not clowning anyone.
No cracker jack rings.
I'm not clowning anyone that don't care about, like, you know, if you don't care about materialistic things and you're cool with your baby ring, that's cool. If you like it, I love it. But I want a nice ring. Like,
I need a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, like, this is a token of your love. This is a symbol of your love. So I need to see how deep is your love. So I want a daily reminder of how my man loves me with that ring. Like, I'm not saying go into debt, but I'm pretty sure somewhere in your mind you're gonna figure out, like, I want to marry this girl. Then you have that time. Like, don't rush the proposal unless it shouldn't take you 5 years to save up for a ring. But, you know, like, if you got to get an extra job just to get me that ring in the next 6 months, then do what you got to do. But don't try to give me no little janky ring talking about when I get more money, baby, I'm going to buy you a bigger one. Like, no, you should have waited.
Exactly.
To get the bigger one.
I want me a Lorraine Schwartz rock. I wonder how long they'll be engaged for, like, because I don't know. It's super quick. They were just, like, broken up on Instagram last week. So the fact that this is going on, but still, I just hope it isn't. I don't really believe in publicity stunts, but
I do, in a sense.
I do, but I would just hope that they got publicists and people around them smart enough to know that we're not stupid. We're not born yesterday. We could see through the bullshit. So I would just hope that.
I think that, like, you should be engaged because, or if they got, I mean, look at Gucci and Keisha. Like, oh my gosh, how we totally skipped over that. Did you see the wedding?
I didn't see the wedding.
Y'all didn't see it?
It was awesome.
You liked
No,
it?
I didn't see it.
I personally did not. Okay. So, it just, you know what? It was a beautiful wedding for the culture. It was a beautiful wedding for the culture. Like, I feel like it was diamond studded, but I mean, they were only engaged for a year, which was cool. But, you know, everybody don't got Gucci money.
Right.
But I was going to say, like, I didn't really care for her dress. And I'm surprised that you didn't say anything about her dress.
See, okay, I think that the dress was nice. I didn't like her hair. I think I wish
bun.
she would have done something that looked more natural and soft. And it was like just her hair and makeup looked like her everyday look.
Yeah.
So when he saw her, she looked like you do every other day. You know what I mean? She didn't give him a different soft look. I would have loved that. So that was just my take on it. And I heard she walked herself down the aisle.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I want my dad or somebody.
My mom, I don't know. But somebody did a post about that. Like, should their dad, their real dad, or their stepdad who raised them
I feel like
walk
both
them
of them
down?
can
Yeah,
walk
people
them
were
down
saying
now.
both. I feel like, I don't know, because my dad is alive, but he didn't. I feel like that's significant. It's the person, they're like giving you away. So I don't feel like he had me or kept me to be giving me away. I'd rather my mom do it.
I feel you. But just to answer that question, I feel like you should only be engaged for 2 years.
I think that's good.
2 years to 3 years. After the third year, it's like,
It's
bro,
questionable.
what
Yeah,
are
2
we
to
doing?
3.
It's questionable
2 to
after
3.
that.
Like,
Because I know it's extravagant, but hopefully I know that I will have the funds and the planner to not
Right.
make it be like a 3-year-long process.
Yeah.
It's definitely not going to be
3
done in a
years.
year.
Yeah.
because I feel like before you have kids, I would hope in my marriage that I have at least 2 years with just being with him. 2
Yeah.
I was gonna
That's
say,
nice.
dang, what about even the length of the relationship? How long
Right.
y'all wait? How long y'all waiting for a dude to propose? Like, cause I'm not doing no whole 6-year relationship.
That's kind of long.
First of all, I can't sit still. Like 4 years and we're not moving towards anything.
Yeah, or at least a discussion on something.
Bro, I need a ring after 3 years. I don't even know what you want me to do
I
after
feel like
4
as
years.
a kid it was cool. Now that we're like adults and we're growing
Yeah.
after 2 years, I'm like,
After 2 months, you need to know. Nah.
2 years.
What
What'd
did
you
you
say?
think, Cylla? How long do you feel?
Oh,
like,
how many
like-
years? I'm not even sure. Like, relationship, I feel like, depending on when it started, too, because I do have some friends who have been dating since, like, high school, and then they've taken a while, but that's different.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're just meeting someone, I would say no more than between 4 and 6 is questionable. Then I'm like, what are y'all doing?
I'm not even waiting 5
4
years.
and
6
6,
years.
This episode is brought to you by Undeniably Dairy. Dairy farmers are more than farmers. They're climate caretakers. They see water as a precious resource. Most farmers recycle water up to 4 times, from chilling the milk to irrigating their crops. And some even use technology to turn manure into renewable energy. To learn more about what dairy farmers are doing to make their farms more sustainable, visit usdairy.com.
I don't know.
Because at this
I don't
age,
know.
in 6 years, I'll be 31. So from 25 to 31, we are not boyfriend and girlfriend.
Right.
Sir.
Like,
Like,
I just
what?
don't want to keep introducing someone as my boyfriend
yeah.
for 3,000 years. This is my boyfriend. Like,
So y'all
bitch, you
really
need a man friend.
want to get
Like,
married ASAP?
No,
just
it's
a
not
question.
ASAP.
Just
It's
a
not
question.
ASAP. I just
Y'all-
wanna. That's the direction that I want to go in, and I need to make sure that me and him are both on that direction.
Right.
I don't
Okay.
need to be in limbo.
Right. And if that's not something that you want to do, then we don't need to be dating at all.
Exactly.
Like, dudes
Yeah.
really be
That's-
playing. Niggas really be thinking that
They
we
could
just
change. No,
or
I
we need
really
to just
want
be
marriage.
around them for nothing. Bro, if you telling me that you're not looking for a relationship, you just chilling right now, or you don't want to be married or whatever, not no time soon, why would I sit here and fondle with you for a year? I could be with a man who know that he want to be in a relationship and that he want to be married soon and all of this. Like, niggas be having shit fucked up, okay?
Nah, but the thing is, they know what they want and they say it. It's just us. And be like, you know what? I'm gonna go with the flow. No, this is why it's important to
Right.
know what you want.
I'm
'Cause
too
when you know
old
what you want.
to
It's like
be-
I'm not even gonna. It's not even no beef. It's no love lost. Like you still could say what up to him. Oh, PSA. Ever since I've been back from Europe, I got new skin. My skin is foreign. So therefore, if we were dating prior to me going to Europe, that no longer exists.
Okay, honey. That's why I'm
Okay.
doing my ginger and my
And once
my cleanse.
once I do this new skin, watch when we come back next month.
I'll be like,
And y'all gonna see I'm gonna have new
Exactly. Straight up.
And I know that you feel me. You should know that I get it. Girl, I told you I get it. I got it. Just call me the pilot. I'm with it. Baby, let me slide by. Hope your man ain't bad. Cause that shit that don't fly. Something just tells me you will. Maybe some Netflix and chill. I need you right now. I know you ain't trying to be control. Baby, you should know. Told you to let go. Baby, is you down for all this? Won't you let me in? Let you meet the kid. Cause I'm
But speaking of, I guess, Hollywood, we can go into this Harvey situation with all these like
good old
women.
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein. So I don't know if you guys heard, but no, everyone should have heard, right?
Yeah.
Like just saying basically a lot of different people out of Hollywood, like actress. A lot of women have been accusing Harvey Weinstein. Am I saying his last name right?
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein. He's like a huge, one of the hugest
Hollywood
producers.
Basically accusing him of just like sexual
harassment.
Right.
So I feel like everyone, all these women have been like coming out, but then when Lupita said something, that's the only thing that he reacted to.
Yeah, I heard that. I think it's ridiculous. Like, why Lupita? Out of all those other women.
I don't, because I guess people were saying he's racist because of that. I don't think it's more so of him being racist. I think it's just like,
no, he's like,
that
all these
black
white
girl,
women, I'm okay
exactly.
It's
It's
black girl,
just
I know that can't
black girl
Oh,
intimidation.
Like, that's kind of the
But
vibe
still,
I got. Like,
just he don't need to say
Oh,
anything.
you got the vibe that he was trying to say like, oh, I wouldn't go for a black girl.
I just feel like, all right, because he didn't respond to nothing. And when Lupita, like, it was just on some like, okay, now you guys are being dramatic. That's kind of the vibe I got. Like, everyone, okay, Lupita, like, no, I recall things differently, but he didn't say nothing and didn't address anything of like the other women that were white.
Or like, have you ever been on a job where maybe you working with like a lot of white people and you feel like they do stuff, they call in, they be late, it get brushed under, but as soon as you do it and you are like this glowed up black girl, strong personality, when you do stuff, it's always so much more, you get more consequences.
Right, no.
People are I feel like it was that for
Lupita.
him. So yeah, I think he was just
you
like,
feel like he was trying to make
she's
an
more
example of her.
relevant right now. I think that it was it touched him. Like maybe he really wanted to be with her or something. I don't know. This whole situation though, I think is crazy. I used to work for one of the restaurants that Robert De Niro owns, and the Tribeca Film Center is in the same building, so his office was upstairs. So he used to come into the restaurant all the time, and I was like the daytime maitre d', and he definitely always had like models and stuff coming into the restaurant, all these young 21-year-old looking supermodel girls. Sometimes he would bring them in after hours. One of my old coworkers actually wrote an article for New York Times, just like kind of talking about his escapades and how he moved around the restaurant. I was very shocked that he was fired because he is so powerful, like in Hollywood. Just curious of what will be next for him. I think it's also a great thing that Hove is interested or like might take over his share in the Weinstein Company. I think that would be dope.
Look at Hov. He's always setting the bar.
Making boss moves always. He just started his tour last night. I'm excited. I can't wait till he come to Brooklyn. Why are you making that face, shorty?
Because I don't know. Like, I've been to like a Hov concert.
They're my favorite. I'll be leaving
I
feeling
haven't
whole.
been to one.
Like, I just feel like nobody ever wants to speak out against Hov, and that's annoying. Like,
I genuinely love
he's
him.
cool. He's great. But he's personally like, and I respect him. And like, if you ask me who the greats are, I will always mention him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that for me, I like prefer a different sound. So I really get bored. Like 444, I respect the message and I understood. And I'm like, okay, this was needed. But it was boring to me. And that's why I'm like, if his album was boring to me, even though he's going to play some of his old songs, I personally don't want to go to a concert unless he's bringing out Beyonce.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't
And Beyonce
seen
breaking out into a number.
I haven't seen a Jay-Z concert, but I don't think I would go to see a Jay-Z concert by himself.
No,
and I wouldn't go
I'm
see
I'm
yeah.
going to say go to one because I did go to one and you appreciate.
I mean, I enjoy Jay-Z, but I'm trying to dance.
No, I feel you.
Who have you been listening to lately, Cylla?
I've been hearing a lot of music because I work at the radio station.
Okay.
They play music a lot. But I love Future. I love anything down south for the most part. I don't know. Like, music's changing. It's different.
But you listen to a lot of hip hop and like trap music, you think?
Yeah, I like trap music more. I like music down south more because I think we have more fun. And just some of the current new artists that come out. I like to listen to like the latest.
My last, I've been listening to, the last album I've been listening to is Daniel Caesar. I'm pretty sure everybody already been listening to him. But
yes, I think you guys put me on to Freudian when Cy J was here. And then I went and listened and I'm like, this is a sound I feel like I've never heard and I love. Like I fell in love
I love his vibe. But
like immediately.
Well, I have to listen to his verse album, but the latest one he just put out, I kind of was bored at some of the songs. I don't know. I had to listen to it a few times before I like got into the vibe. It was a vibe from the first listen, but there definitely were some boring moments for me. Or like when he got into the gospel melodies, I was kind of like, I'm not here for the gospel right now. I love the Lord and all, but it just, wasn't the time.
Do you feel like being that you produce situationships and I guess we could like talk about just like dealing with guys a little bit. Do you feel like your taste in music kind of changes based off the guy you're dating? Because I noticed like, you know how like you could be listening to one vibe and then like part of dating is getting to know another person's music taste and introducing them to different things. And when you start, or not even dating, just being around people, do you feel
think
like
they put you on definitely, which I love because as far as like trap and the hip hop or the latest, like I love rap music, but as far as like all the artists, there is a lot of rap music out. I don't be knowing all of them or like all the Yo Gotti lyrics or whatever. I don't be knowing all of them. Like at home, I'm an R&B girl. Literally, like I'll be listening to my Neo, my Beyonce, my Solange. Like I'll put on some rap. Like I'll put on Jay-Z or I'll put on Fab, but then I'll put on Tiana Taylor too. Okay. But we were talking about A Boogie before, and I was listening to his album because I was in a car with my boo, and like I would have never put on.
Wait, Dodge got a boo?
It's a little.
What?
It's not. It's nothing that
Bring
we're
it
talking
back.
about right
Bring
now.
No, how you just slide that in there? It's getting cold out, so now she's putting titles on guys.
A boo is just a
That's
boo.
your winter boo?
A boo is just a boo. That's nothing serious.
So
at 25, you don't need to be wanting to be called a boo. You need to be my man.
Right.
So just a little boo, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he your winter boo, your fall boo? You're just right now on the weekend boo?
I hope it's the winter boo and the summer, spring, and seasons to come.
Okay.
Okay. But no, if he wasn't listening to, the A Boogie, I wouldn't have heard it. And I like that about being with a dude when they put you on to music that I might have not necessarily heard. You do, because that's
Well, yeah.
That's
the only thing that I do miss about just being able to just be a fan of music. I hate when people just be like, yo, listen to this. Can you listen to this? And it's just like, I don't want to. But I've been listening to like a lot of like underground, and I feel like New York really got something like right now. Like that's what I listen to at home. Like I'll put on a Daniel Caesar when I'm sad or when I'm choosing to do some self-journey work. Yeah. Like, I'll put on those kind of vibes, but on a regular day, like I'm listening to like
I think my whole life has been surrounded about like self-care. That's probably why my whole soundtrack is like R&B right now.
I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you want to do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you want to do. You a badass bitch. If don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you want to do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you want to do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you want to do. You a badass bitch. If don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you want to do.
Hey, yo, P. Do that freaky jam on the beat. Busy with that butter shit, that bone feed. Did you double do that song sing? Flicky with some butter, so that bone clean. If you cheeky check, I get her own cheese. It's a chicken with that head, or it's a bitch that won't be with the official with that whole steez. Let me see the wish that with that long.
I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you want to do. I got racks.
But Cylla, tell us more about Situationships, girl. I just watched it yesterday. I started watching it yesterday, and I think it was really good.
Thank
it was
you.
so relatable. Some of the stuff y'all was saying, like the actual wordplay was so real and true. I was cracking up. Like, this is so funny.
Oh my
like
God.
when you're like, I love him. I'm like, yo, I've said that so much, but I love him.
Right.
That's all that matters. Nothing else
Right.
matters. I'm
Right.
doing whatever I want. I'm buying sneakers, cake, everything. I love him.
Right. I'm dead. Oh my God. So yeah, I created the show Situationships. It's basically about millennial dating.
Okay.
Or is it really dating? I don't know. You know what I mean? It's about the gray area of dating. So it's kind of like that stage where you're not really sure what we are because we haven't talked about it. We're scared to talk about it. So then we don't talk about it.
Right.
So it's kind of like you're not in a relationship, you're in a situationship.
You just said that
Yeah.
so perfectly, and I'm just like, I feel like I've been in that
We've all
We've
been
all-
there. Yeah.
we've all
for
been
so
there.
long, and it's
I was
so
gonna,
draining.
yeah. Was it more from personal experience? Were you in a situationship?
Well, you know, we've all had them. But I created it 3 years ago, and me and my girlfriends, we just kept sitting around and talking about all of these like really ridiculous dating stories. It was just like horrible. I was like, this is comical. This is television. So I was like, I want to write about this. So the first episode was based off a true story that happened in New York, not to me,
Right.
but really this girl was on the way to her boyfriend's house. I say that loosely. And another girl was literally on the same trains going the same way as her. They get off at the same station and they're walking up to his house. And the other girl was like, I know exactly who you are. And I'm about to beat your ass, et cetera, et cetera. And then the boyfriend comes out, and it's the three of them. And I was just like, did that really happen? And so I just kept thinking about like old stories that I may have had from like past things. And I was just like, I'm going to write this down.
Just imagine that feeling, like going to your man's house.
Yo,
And
I
then
was
another girl get off
watching
at
last
15.
night. I'm like, son, that cake would have been on that. Son, Shorty,
Sis.
when she put the hand in the hair, he was like, no. When she touched Shorty twist out with her natural hair. I was like, nah, this is just imagine.
crazy.
I've never, and like, would never put, well, you don't know what a dude is going to bring you
Right.
into, but I just pray I'm never in a situation like that because that's just dysfunctional. That's
Who do you-
drama.
It's crazy.
But you know what's crazy? I feel like a lot of times women attack the other girl when it should
Right?
be the guy.
Exactly.
That is true.
Because like my thing, I was explaining to a friend of mine. She was kind of like venting about like her issues with her man, and she was just saying like, basically like, I'm gonna talk to the girl because the girl knows that there's something. I'm like, but you know,
Yeah.
the other girl does not owe you no type of loyalty, no type of anything.
Right.
Like it's this man like that
That
owes
is
you
so true.
everything. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then 9 times out of 10, the other girl is just in your same place. Like
Yeah.
there are some girls that like being side chicks, and more power to y'all. If y'all like it, I love it. But I feel like we gotta stop just going after the girls. Like sometimes we gotta put our heads together. Like, wait a minute, like this is an effed up situation. You're hurt, I'm hurt, but let's channel our anger in the right area.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I think that's how. But you know,
My last little Instagram rant, because I be going on rants on my, not even rants, I just be schooling people on my Insta story.
gosh, I cannot.
But my last
I
one, no,
cannot.
I was talking about, it was kind of like a general message to guys, but no, actually to the ladies, talking about setting standards and how do we feel about when is the good time? Because like for me, I always say I don't know how to go with the flow, but then you know, bringing up to a guy, some guys, you know, that might turn them off. Like if you bring up the like, oh, what are we, or what are we doing, or where is this going, or where do you see this? And standards are very important though, and like if you don't set them at front, and like how the girl was saying on your show, this is a situationship because nothing was established. So do y'all feel like that's something that is like a key role that you always need to do at the beginning, or
It's just weird.
are y'all okay letting it just like go with the flow and just be around?
I think it depends on what you want, you know,
Right.
and actually being clear about that. Usually I feel like just communication could solve a lot of things, but it really depends on what you want. So if you don't want anything serious and you want to go with the flow, then do that. But if you want something else, but your actions say something else, it's like, you need to talk about it.
I feel like that's just a constant battle I have. Like, okay, I don't like, when is it like not too soon, like.
Exactly. Because I have friends that be like, 2 days after meeting him is not even too soon, because you need to know, because if you don't know and then it's months down the line, somebody is going to get hurt, or somebody is going to be like, hold on, we're not being on the same page is everything, basically, just knowing that you and your partner, you're dating whoever.
But no, keep going. I'm sorry. Finish it.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say it's just super important knowing that you guys are on the same page.
I think it also goes back, like, what I'm noticing, and I've been going through, like I said, this little self journey, trying to be a better me or whatever. I'm about to turn 25. I'm 24. I'm like, I want to become a better person. I want to know me, the ins and the outs. And just even working in this industry, I feel like my character is going to be tested a lot. So I need to make sure that I'm like super assertive and grounded in me. So this year, that's been like my like purpose and what I've been trying to figure out. And dating kind of just showed me my growth a little bit. Like, before, there was a lot of things that I personally didn't know that I wanted, or I didn't know because I didn't take the time to get to know me. So whatever a guy was kind of putting out, I was willing to take and try, or like, oh, let me try this. Where now it's like, I know what I want, so certain things don't even faze me. Like, I'm not going to put myself through the drama. We don't have to talk after this. Like, it's been easy for me to let go of situations by figuring out exactly what I want. And then a guy will show you even if it's too soon or not, if he's even capable of doing it. Because some guys will be like, oh, we want A, B, and C. But he's been showing us that even if he wanted to do that, he's incapable and he doesn't even care to learn how. So some guys you don't even have to like worry about having that conversation with. Like,
right,
you'll get just how they are as a man and how they move. It's like, exactly, you'll know, like, I'm not even gonna like bother myself by even getting involved and trying to figure out if this can be something.
I'm kind of about to contradict myself, but I want to just say to the ladies, like, don't be scared to ask that question though. Like, we always see the memes and stuff, but like, if they want to be there, they will.
That's true.
And if it scares them off by you bringing up like, well, I'm dating to have a boyfriend or whatever, and if they leave you, then it was just not meant for them to be there anyway. So, but true. Then, so on the other end, I've had friends that be like, girl, don't ruin a good time by overthinking and just whatever.
I think it just depends on what you want.
Right.
It doesn't matter what anyone says. It just matters what you want out of something.
But you be wanting to do, but you don't be wanting to. You don't be wanting to put pressure on him, but you don't be wanting to scare him away either. It just be
my
so
homeboy
much.
told me yesterday. You know what's crazy? I've been saying homeboy and homegirl because you, Dodge. Like,
I say that?
Or no, or maybe you say it because Raz says it, because I never used to use the term homeboy and homegirl. And now I'm always like, my homeboy, and people be looking at me like, where you from? But my homeboy, like, he told me yesterday that no guy gets the girl he wants. He was like, nobody gets the person they want. Like, and I don't know how true this is. That's what I'm asking you, because I was telling him about just, he was basically saying, like, it's so many options and you're being so, like, you're choosing to be single. And I'm like, no, there's really nothing out here that I want that I feel like. He's like, you're so picky. Nobody gets the person they want.
I think growing up. Oh, like, what do you have to say about that?
And I feel like, why not? Like,
exactly, why not? Then what you here for?
So that's what he was just saying. Like, everybody settle. You gotta compromise with certain things. Like, they're not gonna be perfect. But I feel like I don't look for perfection. But character flaws are real, and I feel like it's different if somebody has a physical flaw, but like a character flaw, I just can't get jiggy with. Like,
but
I don't
think
care
that
how good you look.
Perfection for you is, everybody needs somebody that's perfect for them though. Like, they're not gonna be generally perfect, but why settle?
That's how I feel.
No, if you're gonna settle, you're not gonna be happy, or that's why you cheat, because whatever is missing in that person, you're gonna go looking for it in another person. I hate it though that we look for perfect people, because that's why I'm single. Like, I be looking for...
And I definitely want girls
perfect.
well, not even girls, ladies and young women to understand, like, it's okay to be selfish in our 20s. Like, we don't have to, like, I mean, be aware. I think that's how you balance out being selfish, like, just being aware of other people around you. But definitely be selfish in a sense of, like, the choices you make for your life. Because, again, another one of my homeboys, I need to get rid of these friends because they say really retarded things. But just, like, if you're over 25 without a kid, like, you're either super selfish or, like, something is wrong with you.
That's
like,
retarded.
And I was just like, what?
Who are these
like,
people?
This is what people are, like, starting to, I'm seriously, people are starting to think like this. Like, the older you get, like, you have to be, like, I'm not gonna front, I felt a little pressure, like, honestly, like, to have a kid recently. Like, not pressure, but just on some, like, you're getting older, you need to find the person, you know. And I'm just like, no, like,
nah, I'm mad selfish for everything. One of my friends got engaged yesterday from home, and I'm like, you know what? I'm so happy for her. And I'm like, damn, you know, I'm over here single, people getting engaged.
Right.
Here we go. All right. But then I'm like, everybody is different.
Exactly.
People over here congratulating her for being engaged, but I'll have my day where I'm being congratulated for that in the future. But for now, there's other things that I want for myself. And marriage is not like the bigger picture. Everybody just got their own journey and time.
That's definitely a fact. But nah, I really felt, I'm like, bro, everybody, like, in my family, like, on my mom's side, I'm the only person left that can have a kid that doesn't have a kid. So people, they, you know, everybody at family functions be swapping pictures.
That's not in our
like,
mix right now.
I'm like, yeah, like, recently, like, my mom came to New York, but when she came to New York, I went to Amsterdam. So everybody in the family's like, where's your daughter? And they all there at their kids' birthday parties. And my mom's like, oh, she's in Amsterdam. Like, she's just traveling. Yeah, she doesn't have kids.
Exactly.
Well, like, is that bad?
No, it's not bad. My mom was bragging though. You know, my mom she was going in like, yes, she doesn't need kids. She needs to travel. Yeah, my baby's in Europe.
That's
but
dope.
She was saying that people were asking her, like, oh, so she hasn't had, is she settling down? Like, what is she going to do? And my mother's just like, she's going to live her life. Like,
yeah.
That's what. And it's just kind of crazy. Like, I've never thought, I still thought we was young. Like, I still get surprised when people say they're having a baby. Like, but it's normal now. Like, that's crazy to me.
Girl.
So, guys, on Monday, I'm starting this new diet. I'm, like, about to do a cleanse. For 2 days, I'm going to start off by just drinking, like, a vegetable broth and mad water. I'm trying to, like, rid my body of all the toxins. I just want to change
Where did you get the toxins
my life.
from?
Not toxins, but just, like,
yeah.
I'm kind of about to go on a vegan diet.
Okay.
So even just whatever, anything, all the bad stuff we eat every day, you know, it's, you know what I'm talking about. Not like toxins, like I got a parasite, but everybody can do a cleanse. Like,
yeah, no, definitely.
That's nice.
And so for November, I'm challenging myself to go vegan. So that's kind of like what I'm dealing with this month for myself and practicing self-care. So how do you practice self-care, Cylla?
To petty drunk, cause I'ma think that you moved on. And if you stall me, it's all good, but this a fact. I'm never gonna call you back.
For me, I've been doing a lot of self-care. I would say meal Meal prepping is a big thing for me because I really want to eat meals that I've cooked. I think it was the beginning of this year I did like a 90-day challenge to like change different things in every aspect of my life. So one of them was I would eat out all the time because I would work a lot, and so it's just easier for me to do that. But I noticed that like when I would meal prep and everything would be prepped out, I'd save a lot of money, plus the food would be better, and it's usually a lot healthier. So I kind of wanted to make that shift. So I did that the first half of the year. The summer got a little busy because we were filming a lot, so I didn't get to meal prep as much, but now I want to get back to it. Also, I work a lot. Like, I do work a lot. So just managing my time better. I'll do work for a certain amount of time, and then I'm like, okay, after this time, I'm going to relax. Right. And there's that. Or if it's like I give myself like a large amount of things that I need to take care of today, and if I get to a certain point where I haven't gotten everything done, then it's like, okay, we're going to move this to the next day. So, just giving myself that grace to understand, like, you can relax.
That's good. What you been dealing with, Ivy?
Writing, working, I think definitely helps. Let me see. Yeah, like writing definitely been like helping me. Like I didn't notice, or just speaking out loud to yourself in the mirror. Like that's what I started doing. I am going on a plant-based diet starting November 1st. So
hey, me too.
Nice.
So we can do it together.
That's what like November 1st, I'm like, I really want to end this year out strong. Like I really want to. This was an amazing year. It was a hard year, but it was a very rewarding year. So I'm like, I really want to finish the year how I started the year. So plant-based diet for the rest of the year. And this is something like, I went to Europe so I can do whatever I say I'm going to do. So this is something I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely doing this. Like,
yeah.
That's great.
Even though we're like the carefree Black girls and life is carefree and free-spirited, I think you have to have some type of self-control. Like I practice self-control. So being able to do things like that, like there are some people who just like, oh, I could never not eat chicken. And I'd be like,
that was me at one
I think
point.
That's crazy for you to say you can't do something. Like you control your life. You have to have some type of something. So I'm going to be on you, girl, making sure you eating those plants.
Self-control, because that was really me at one point. Like I cannot eat chicken. I cannot.
And you have to practice it.
But
like how we say it's an action.
It's
something that you have to want for yourself. And whatever you want, you control your life. So if you want to stop doing something, it's literally you telling yourself, like, all right, we got to do this.
I'm excited to do this plant-based. Because I'm, even with Bree's book, shout out to Bree. Definitely, if you haven't, check out her plant-based ebook. Because she gives us
cookbook.
But it's an
e-cookbook.
E-cookbook, sorry. But it's amazing recipes that taste really good. So I'm definitely going to check that out and, try to make some of them. It probably won't taste like Breeze, but still.
I know. I hate to cook. I really do. Do you cook? You just said you want to do the meal prep.
Yeah.
I really like eggs. Is the only thing that I really like. Chefing it up. No, for real. Like eggs and oatmeal, some toast.
I like to cook. I just can't cook when I'm hungry. Like,
yes, that's valid.
Because I'm starving. You be too
but
hungry.
I'm really excited for Thanksgiving because last Thanksgiving I made all the meats. Like I made the turkey, I made the ribs, I made the roast pork, I made the chicken. Like
that sounds good.
I made all the meats, and then like my cousin made the sides, and it was my first time like taking charge of Thanksgiving, so that's awesome.
Cool. That's what's
I can't wait to do it this year.
I'll be sad because I'll be like, I hope I can be one day, but I'm like, I'm never gonna be the mom to cook on Thanksgiving a big meal. We always gonna be going to somebody else's house.
Don't do that
unless my husband is a chef. I don't see me putting together no good meal. Like, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm down. I mean, I want to have Friendsgiving. I'll keep y'all posted on the Friendsgiving. But yeah, I love cooking. Yeah.
Were you always a writer or interested in having your own like TV series before you did Situationships?
Oh, so ever since I was little, I always would say, like, I want to be an actress, I want to be a director. And I feel like I would always be involved in like theater and things. But when I graduated, I was working in advertising because that was my degree. And then outside of that, I would pursue all of like my creative endeavors. And then when I finally moved back to New York, that's when I was like, oh, I'm going to do this. And I think it was at the point where I was just like, one day, yes, I will do this. Like, what if I put as much energy into doing this as I do everything else? Like, what would that be? So, yeah.
I was just going to ask, do you have any advice for people who are like interested in starting something, but they're kind of at a standstill? You kind of just answered it with the whole, but
yeah, I feel like right now, I just feel like whatever you want to do, you really can do it. Once you start saying that you will, not I want to, or maybe, it's just being very clear about what you want in life and then setting a plan and then doing it. And it's also about consistency as well. So when I finally started really being consistent about what it is that I wanted, it really worked. Yeah.
Consistency is really key.
Consistency is key.
Yeah.
It's so you really hear the same, like when you ask people advice, you really hear the same stuff. That's how you know it's so true. And it is really just about you jumping into it and being consistent.
It's because I do production too, but I want to do more so like reality TV.
Dope.
So I just want you to talk about a couple of the things that you do that like helps you to like, one, stay on task and stay focused, because we'll have tons of ideas, but how do you focus on just one and sticking to it and executing it before jumping around to different things?
Sure. So I feel like I've had a lot of experience working in project management and in production. So I'm really good at planning and scoping things out. So sometimes it's like, okay, how do I do this? Just take a day or however long and literally list out like everything you need, whether it's like building your team, equipment you may need, or like whatever you need to do. Plan that all out and then prioritize them by like what you need to do first, and then build a team. Also, I noticed that like when I started to allow people to support me in like my ideas and my visions, that's what helped as well. So building a team and allowing other people to excel in what they like to do in relation to like the bigger project. So that's what definitely helped.
Okay. Situationships was on Blavity.
Yes.
How? Talk about it. And what was like, honestly, that's to me one of my favorite blogs. So I know like you kind of was just like overjoyed. What was that feeling like?
It was amazing to have their support, to put it on their platform. I was so excited. And I remembered when I first even heard about them, I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. Like, this is for us. But it was an amazing experience. I happened to get in contact with their team, and I asked if they would be interested in this type of content, pitched it to them, and then later down the line, they were like, this would work. And then it went up. And so we've had such a great experience working with them. And it seems like a lot of people who see the show, they just feel like they really relate to it. Either they feel like they are that character or they have a friend who's like that. Right. And we've also noticed that not only do like young millennials like it, but even like older people, like people in their 50s, 60s are like, I know what that is. We just didn't call it that back in the day. You know what I mean? So it's been great.
No, that's dope. So what has been the reaction like on social media for you?
On social, people really, it's kind of like the same thing. People love it so far. And they've just been asking consistently since we put it out, like, when is the next season coming? So we're working on season 2 now, and it's coming soon. Season 2 is a television show. The characters have all been developed even further. The episodes are longer now. So first season, we had 8 episodes from about 5 to 15 minutes. But now season 2 is more like 22 minutes an episode. And I think everyone's really going to love it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what that's gonna look
Me
like.
too.
Yeah.
Congrats on the growth. It seems like the experience, from how you're saying season 2 is going to expand that.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of growth for you.
And
so.
the quality too. Like my crew, I definitely worked with a lot of people from season 1, but we also brought in an amazing new cinematographer who's fantastic. We have a really, really strong team this season, and it looks beautiful. Like, I'm so excited.
So Blavity, the founder, is a Black woman.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you said you had to pitch to them and see, was the content something that they were interested in? Do you feel like it's just, are you happy to be a part of it more because it's owned by a Black woman?
Like,
and
isn't that a connection?
I think it's beautiful because Morgan is such an amazing person, and I love seeing everything that they're doing, and the fact that she's young just like us and is supporting us. I just love it. So I'm really grateful to her, for sure.
Creating platforms.
Because Black women out
Okay.
here running shit.
So let's get lost. Life's so short. Let's enjoy it, baby. Let's get lost. Let's get lost in our thoughts. Take this moment, baby. Let's get lost until I find myself in you. And then you find yourself in me.
But again, thank you,
Oh
Cylla.
my gosh, thank you guys. Y'all are dope.
You
Thank
are
y'all.
dope. Tell the people where they can find you.
Sure, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at my name, Cylla Senii. And you can watch Situationships on Blavity. And Facebook, it's Situationships. And Twitter and Instagram, it's at SituationshipNY.
Okay.
It's your girl Dash. Follow my y'all. I need a new Instagram name too, so hopefully that'll be coming soon. But everything New York for the time being.
Dodge, not the car though. Now let me stop.
Dodge like Taj Mahal or Hagen Dazs.
Hagen Dodge.
Dodge bullets.
Dodge bullets.
Yes.
And you know where you guys can find me. I'm Ivy like blue, no E, on Twitter and Instagram. Definitely check out my latest episodes of the Ivy Show. Shout out to Jocelyn Hernandez for coming through. Definitely check out Iconic. We are now closing the season. And yeah, and on Mondays I do for independent artists. If you want to get your music heard, reviewed, critiqued, definitely tune into my Instagram live every Monday, 10 p.m. Send your music to ivymusicsubmissions@gmail.com. That's mad plugs.
Yeah, I'm
right?
about to send my Brooklyn boys over.
Right, but
all right,
yes.
shorty. So all right, y'all. So it's a wrap. You guys can follow us on Instagram at carefreeblackgirl_Inc. On Twitter at CFBGPod.
And now we have a website, Carefree Black, but the girl is grl.com. So you can find everything Carefree Black and Girl on our website. More with the hosts and everything that we've been doing. So yeah, till next time.
Until next time.
And get shirts from us too. Super cute Carefree Black Girl shirts. Because you need them.
Get with the movement.
Get
all right?
with the...
Yeah.
Get with
in
it.
tune,
Straight up.
okay?
It's nothing like, yeah.
Or you
Carefree
can't
Black Girl.
sit with us. Don't let me stop. We out.
I switched to Boost Mobile and got a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone. Want to know the best part?
It was free?
Nope.
The fact that it's on America's largest 5G networks?
Nope. It's the ding.
Oh yeah, love the ding.
Right? It's all about the ding. It's the dingarooski, the dingaroner, the ring-a-ding-ding.
Unleash your power to save with Boost. Get a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone when you switch. Boost Mobile. Unleash your power.
And the ding.
Limited time offer. New customers only. Available on select networks. 5G not available everywhere. One device per line. Tax excluded. Additional restrictions apply. See your local Boost Mobile store for details.
With every monthly bill, like rent and car payments, you know exactly what you're getting when you pay for it. But health insurance plans feel like the total opposite. They're confusing and expensive. Then when you actually have to use your benefits, there are deductibles, claims, processes, and other red tape to deal with. But Crowd Health puts you back in control of your healthcare. Crowd Health is simple, transparent, and affordable. As a member, you'll get a personal care advocate who is with you every step of the way to help navigate the complexities of health events. They'll even negotiate bills on your behalf and could save you thousands of dollars in the process. Plus, you'll get access to thousands of other members who are ready to help pay for large health expenses. Experience healthcare freedom with Crowd Health. Visit joincrowdhealth.com and use code HEALTH to get your first 3 months for just $99 per month. That's joincrowdhealth.com, code HEALTH. Crowd Health is not health insurance. It's a totally different way of paying for healthcare. Terms and conditions may apply.
Shop Amazon for last minute gifts. Great deals for everyone on your list. Gifts for mom and gifts for dad. Even for your sister and your brother Chad. Ah shoot, we didn't realize we were supposed to get a gift for our dog walker guy. We almost forgot about our dentist Dr. Kerr. We didn't expect to get a gift from her. Or our cousin, I forget his name. He got us something nice, better reciprocate. For last minute deals on gifts for people you forgot. Get fast and free shipping at Amazon.